Yo, what up, nyas? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from Dnipropetrovsk, Ukraine. And if you're Russian or something, please don't be offended by the image, man. I just really like this image. Somebody made it for me. A cool Russian friend of mine made it for me. No, actually, he's Belarusian. And I just love it. It looks really fucking cool. I like how he did it, and I like the image. So anyway, let's get to it. Today, well, last few days while deciding what I was doing, because, I only rented this apartment for 2 weeks here in Ukraine. But if the 2 weeks here go well, I might get it for 3 months, 6 months. We'll see what happens. Um, and I've been talking to my friends, keeping New York as an option, because since my father sold the house, when I go back, it's not like I don't have a place to go. But the rent out there in New York is fucking insane, and I ain't paying no $1,800 for fuck out of here. Like seriously, if there's anything you should know about me, I'm not a person who likes to spend money when I feel it's not worth it. I'd rather be homeless. Like when me and Craig's face were fucking living in Budapest, a lot of shit was crowded because we didn't know there was some festival. We decided to be homeless for a little instead of pay all that money to go to the expensive hotels that we could afford, but we didn't want to pay all that money because we thought it was ridiculous. So that's how I am, man. I'd rather be homeless than pay for some expensive ass fucking place for no reason. Fuck that. Sorry. But anyway, let's get to it. So I've been keeping in contact with them, and I basically have like 3 friends right now looking for places, you know what I mean? And so the original plan with 3 of my homies, we were supposed to go live in this crib in Staten Island that was supposed to be really cheap, and I hate Staten Island. But the homies may be going, so that's cool. And basically today I get a text, one of my homies is pulling out of that deal with the other 2. And he's like, oh, I can't do it. My brother needs help, blah, blah, blah. So he'd rather go help his brother move somewhere with his brother instead of going with the homies to that apartment that they were planning on. He doesn't know when, but he basically asked me if I wanted to take his spot moving into that place. Now, of course, I didn't make my decision yet. That's not what this video is about. I'm not going to say, I'm definitely going to do it. I'm definitely not. But he just mentioned it to me, so now it's an open possibility for me. So I could take his spot, and those other 2 guys who are moving in there, they won't have to pay more money, they won't be affected, everything's fine for them, whatever. But I just want to mention something real quick about me being in New York. If I did go back to New York, I'm not going to lie, I could disappear from YouTube. I could disappear just for some time. I'm not going to give up, but just for some time. Because if I go back to New York, I can monetarily be set. I mean, I can go back, I can get a normal job. Never thought I'd say that. I get a normal job and do acting at the same time and make YouTube money at the same time. I would be set. I would be seriously set. If I did acting and got a job, I would be set. I would start building credit and all that stuff like nobody's business if I went back to New York now. And I could probably get a really good job because of this YouTube shit. I'm sure I can. You know what I mean? This is fucking thick for my resume and whatnot. Especially the other channel. So I would be set. But at the same time, the only thing about being in New York that I realized last time is that it's so boring for me. If I were to do it, man, I would probably, I don't know. I know I'm going to try to start training hopefully today if I find a gym. But I might probably get fat, meet a girl, fall in love easily, and end up getting married and living that normal, boring life. That boring ass life. That could end up being me. I could end up being a guy who works, sit at the bar every night and all that shit. Get a normal job with my friends at Starbucks, right? And I've never had a job before really, so I wouldn't know what to do. I'm not good at it, so I'd be sweeping the floor wrong. They gotta show me how to sweep the floor, and I'm trying to make the drink. They're like, Phil, no. I'm like, what? They're like, what are you doing? You gotta pour it from the container to the cup. And I'm like, oh, I'm learning how to do all this shit. And after a month of training, I'll be like a model employee. I love it, and I just forget about life and my past or whatever. Then once in a while, somebody will come in. Hey, can I have oh, you're Philko. No. You're Philko. I'm not Philko. Yeah, I'm sure you're Philko. Nigga, if I gotta hop this counter to show you I'm not Philko, I can see that happening. I can see that happening to me. I can definitely see it. And that would be funny. And Once in a while, I always get a reminder of my past. Hey, we want you for this tour. Hey, we want you for this and that. And I'm like, no, no, no. Trying to go back to normal. No, you know. So it'll be funny that, like I told you guys one day, I have kids. They're like, Daddy, we heard you used to da la la la. I'm like, nah, they lying to you, little nigga. They lying. You know what I mean? But that option's still open, but right now it looks like staying in Ukraine is my main focus. But in the end, like, if any of my friends really needed it, you know, I even offered a dude yesterday, one of my homies 2 days ago. I was like, you know, if you need something, you know, I'll go there. Because I'm the one who's, I guess that they know just always kind of have money, like I always do. So if they need like somebody to help them pay rent or something, live with them, especially now because I'm free, you know, it's just me. Like, it's that easy. So if they're out looking for apartments, they're like, oh, we can only afford this and that. Well, then there's Phil. All right, so we got it. You know, like that's how it is. You know, and I don't mind it being that way. But you know, especially because I don't have my father there anymore. He's gone. The house is gone. You know, the best people to replace him with is, you know, the most trustworthy people in my life, which are my friends. I mean, they're trustworthy. They try their best, but I mean, a lot of them slack with shit. Like, a lot of them slack like lacking ambition. Now, I try to talk to them, give pep talks. Yo, let's do something. Let's try to do something as a group. Come on, la la la. And it's funny because, like, I try to help people, but people don't take advantage of the shit I try to help them with. You know what I mean? Like, I gave 2 of my homies access to my Facebook fan page. So I'm like, all right, you can do whatever you want in this shit. There's 12,000 people here. Let's see what you can do. I expected, like, one homie does things on it. He helps me out. Like, if I don't post something, he'll post it and shit like that. And he's always updated on my videos and shit. But the other one didn't do anything. I thought he would, like, maybe post some of his art or just do something to try to get himself out there, something like that. But he hasn't done anything. It's 12,000 people on it, you know? Just something, you know, do something. And he's always, like, in love. And, like, he would be such a interesting YouTuber, man. This guy would be, and I'm going to say his name, Jesse. This guy would be a million times more interesting than me on YouTube because he's like always in love and he always falls through. Nothing ever goes as planned for him. You know, he's always kind of like depressed. You know, all the time. He's very emotional. All the time. This dude, he would be so interesting for you guys. You know what I mean? His love life has to be extremely interesting because this dude never really gets what he wants, and there's always some crazy twist to the lady or girl he's in love with. There's always some crazy twist, you know? It's like, holy shit, this guy gets no breaks, you know? He should write a book about his life too, and it's called No Breaks, just like that. But at the same time, man, you know, I always try to stress to him, I'm like, bro, man, if you really want to not always be so sad and depressed over these girls, you need to get your life together. Get you together. Then once you get together, the girls will come. You know, I try to tell them to be somebody. I remember telling them, I was like, yo, girls love a guy who's the best at something. Girls love a guy who's good at something. Someone they can brag about. Someone when people hear about, say, oh, you're dating him, that's cool, that's cool. Even if it's bad shit. You know what I mean? Even when it's bad shit. Oh, my husband's in the mafia. You know, he's like, oh, uh-huh. I mean, that may not be a good thing, but for some people, it's like, wow, cool. Do you know she's dating Tony Soprano? Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just something to talk about, and girls love to fucking talk. What are they going to talk about when they talk about you? So, yeah, man, I'm just saying, if any of you out there listening, you're one of those guys who are just really sad about life because, you know, you can't find a woman and all this stuff. Well, I advise you to just change yourself and be somebody, man. And, you know, I guess that's really all I got to say. I'm going to try to open a new YouTube channel today, teaching English in a cool way that even you guys will want to watch. It won't be all just boring and teaching like I did in the other one. Because to me, that other channel is kind of a failure, believe it or not. It's kind of a failure because how the fuck I got basically 100,000 subscribers and my videos get on average 5,000 views. Like, it probably gets 5,000 views a week. With all those subscribers, it should get much more than that, you know? So, I definitely failed on that channel, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people like it, but not as much as they could. So, tomorrow I might start a new channel, and I'm gonna just, like, rape that shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just go at it. New style, new me, new everything. Everything's gonna be new. I'm really gonna put it down, you know? I'm gonna be myself more. I'm not gonna put on a character, you know? And so that's really it. That's what's going on. So if I do decide to go to New York, which I highly doubt though, but if it does happen, because it is possible, I will let you guys know, and I will slowly disappear from YouTube. I'll probably make one video a week just so you guys know I ain't disappear, but we'll see what happens. But as of now, my plan is staying in Dnipropetrovsk. That is my plan for now. I'm here in Ukraine, and the lady got me an electric heater just in case some oil situation goes down, and you know, it's gonna be cold as fuck. And last night, oh my god, last night I had someone hang out with me. I'll make a video about her later. You guys are gonna like her, and she apparently is a humongous fan of this channel. It's amazing how many Russian speaking people watch this channel, and it's amazing how they watch it, and it makes them want to see me and be a part of my story. It's so weird. It's like, wow, this guy's in my town. I want to be a part of his story. Let me get close. It's so interesting. I realize that sometimes. Some girls like to see me because they want to be a part of my story. They want me to talk about them. Just letting you guys know. And that's basically it, people. I'm out. Later.